The genie was not only out of the bottle, it was learning and growing at a rate that made the idea of putting it back in seem utterly naive. By the spring of 2023, the AI arms race was in full, chaotic swing. GPT-4 had just been released, demonstrating capabilities that shocked even seasoned experts and drastically shortened timelines for the potential arrival of AGI. It was in this superheated environment that Musk made his last stand for his original strategy of collective restraint. The Pause Giant AI Experiments open letter, published by the Future of Life Institute in March 2023 and signed by Musk, Steve Wozniak, and thousands of other technologists and researchers, was the final, desperate plea of the cautionary prophet. Its resounding failure to halt the industry's momentum was the final piece of evidence Musk needed to conclude that his old approach was dead and that a new, more confrontational strategy was required. The letter was a direct and urgent appeal to the AI community's conscience. It called for all AI labs to immediately pause for at least 6 months the training of AI systems more powerful than GPT-4. The proposed pause was not intended to stop AI development altogether, but to create a breathing room for the industry to collaboratively develop and implement shared safety protocols, overseen by independent experts. The letter posed a series of stark, existential questions that echoed Musk's warnings from nearly a decade prior. Should we develop non-human minds that might eventually outnumber, outsmart, obsolete, and replace us? Should we risk loss of control of our civilization? It argued that such momentous decisions must not be delegated to unelected tech leaders. The industry's response was, for all practical purposes, to ignore it. While the letter generated intense media debate, the major players, OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, did not pause. The competitive and financial pressures were simply too immense. Trillions of dollars in market value were at stake, and no single company was willing to unilaterally disarm while its rivals continued to advance. The letter's failure was a clear and public demonstration that the AI race had achieved a kind of escape velocity, driven by market forces that were now beyond the control of public letters or the moral suasion of its signatories. The timing of what happened next is crucial. The pause letter was published in March 2023. Just 4 months later, in July 2023, Elon Musk officially announced the formation of xAI. This sequence is not coincidental. It represents a direct cause and effect relationship. The failure of the pause was the final data point in a multi-year experiment. Musk had tried to build a safe harbor, OpenAI, and lost control of it. He had tried to appeal to governments and was ignored. Finally, he appealed to the industry itself, and the race only accelerated. Having exhausted all avenues of collective action and containment, he was left with only one option that aligned